lot of ideas.
Anything
anything
wild on this? Or
The
are we just
issue
doing?
that they're going to run into though is that Team Secret is
We're
very
not
strong.
going-
Even
we're not
if you
getting too
know
wild
what's
with it.
coming, they've already proven
didn't
that
think
here
we
versus
would.
Gen G.
Hackiers with the Prime.
Map
Thank you so much,
Zeta
bro.
pushed
Welcome
our
into the slot
RQ
club.
on.
Thanks so much for that,
They
mate.
went 21 and 19.
I appreciate you using
40
Prime on me.
rounds overall, and
Welcome,
Dep dropped
welcome.
the 41.
The map
new
is
land
Ascent.
kill record on this new composition as well. It's something that Team Secret has to look out for because all of this can actually counter Dubstep and some of his dashes. That's why Laz is on the Cypher, Dep on the Sova as well, and his Odin.
The
I mean,
Cypher?
Achilles is going to have a fun time, but you're going to have to look out for 10 as well.
Well, you know what? RQ had a chat with them after their loss against Gen G, and they felt they lost because of this overtime. They got to study so many different plays because, like you said, it was record-breaking, and that could be in a disadvantage for
Last to play
Zeta for
Palmer
that same
Chamber.
exact reason. So I think this is
Honestly, I
going to
don't
be another
blame you.
completely unpredictable Ascent map. I don't know whose round it could be. They're both very evenly matched, and that was displayed on Fracture as well. Whatever the case, today is a darn good set of games. We got Zeta Division, Team Secret going to map 2, Ascent, joined by our casters Achilles and Paperthin.
Thank you guys very much. Yes, it's time to go into Ascent.
Okay, so
to
first
see
map
whether
was
or not
pretty
Zeta
much
can avoid an overtime
meant
this
to
time
be
around. Already got
Zetas
one
to
on
win.
Fracture to
In
kick
theory,
off
this is Team
series
Secret's to
already.
win, so we'll
Back
see
and forth
how
between these two
close
squads. Let's hope
Zeta
that
can
that
get this
storyline
one.
continues as we move
And
forward
then
into map
the other
2.
3 maps in
Yeah,
theory,
I
it
mean,
would
this
just be a
is
straight
gonna
up
be
free
a
for all.
tough task here for the side of Zeta. I think everybody should be favoring Team Secret on this map, and rightly so. I mean, you just saw yesterday how they just obliterated, and it was on the attacker side. They obliterated.
But again,
Genji
they
on the
banned
attacker
Paul
side.
over
It
this,
was
so they
these
think they
A
have better
hits
chance
that
on
were
this
so
than
well
Paul.
coordinated, so well timed,
And
so well thought
honestly,
out.
I think that's
10
quite cool.
Zeta stabilize here.
And
Like the
bind,
desk
which is
rightly
interesting.
pointed out, there's tons of tape, especially on Zeta's side after that long OT. And it will be Team Secret starting on the attacker side. So, you know, for Zeta here, this has to, in my opinion, be a pretty clean first half. This has to be probably 8-4 if they're going to come through with having
Heavy,
a shot when they swap
heavy
over to the
amount of
attacker
guns on
side.
this. We've got 4
To
ghosts,
maybe sneak this
4
map
ghosts, 1
away
frenzy.
from Team Secret, maybe
Going pretty heavy in for that one.
potentially looking at a 3-0 if they can get it done. But again, I don't really favor that. I think Team Secret is just way too good at this map. I don't know that with this Cypher setup in the race that you really are going to be able to slow down some of these hits, because Dubstep does such a good job creating space, and he's so aware of the positioning, and they're so good at using the Sova utility from Jesse to clear out any of the traps and tricks that teams like to set up against them, and to make sure that Dubstep can get in there and really push space for his team.
Okay, well, it's just going to be
I was going to say that
Change
knife
here,
is going to
B0
stop this
points
drone
line
here,
cleared out.
so it's kind of huge
actually,
that they
the
shoot that
blind
knife.
tag into the smoke.
And then the drone hits
Now
that.
Sugar Zero
It's a
likes
nice
to
cross
lurk.
map recon though.
Ping will come out. Dubstep's going to be clipped there by that paranoia. Gets himself tucked away into the corner, and Borkum sends through his own paranoia. They
What a
continue
weird
the approach
round.
here onto the site. Dubstep's in the corner, spots Sugar Zero. There's a sliver of him.
Well,
Out
they did
behind
so
back Jen.
much damage
Borkum
with that.
finds Crow as
Damn,
well,
look how
taking him out of
patient
heaven.
and that was such an
Two-man
interesting
advantage, the
round
door
to
now
watch. It
being
was
shut.
so patient in like
Their way forward,
something
Spike
that
now
didn't
being brought
actually
up here
look like
onto the
a
site. Laz finding one off
calm
screen, though.
situation,
Got
if that
Jeremy
makes
on that
sense.
bit of a flank. Tries to bring this close, but 10
1
HP
HP?
will eventually
Yeah.
fall to the Classic just to the corner of the box. Door broken down. Everything now on Depp and Laz's shoulders to try to get this pistol win.
hello ALS,
So
how we
tough
doing?
now. Def gonna let it through and get taken down right as that recon dart came in. Laz, all the work in the world here.
Finding one, sends the camera, but that's going to be clear.
Yeah, I mean this would have to be
Up
outrageous.
towards heaven. Knife notes him. Really, from here, it's about how many more kills can you possibly get? Finds one, and if he had been able to snap over onto NB, maybe I'd start being a believer.
Right.
It's a 3K
Nicely
for
done.
Laz,
Yeah,
but a
this
pistol
was
going the way of Team
interesting. Like
Secret, now
honestly, it was a
moving up
weird
2-1 in that
situation.
regard.
Kind of
And
got all
this
the
is
util out of them,
precisely what
and then
I'm
they were
talking
just
about with this
so
Team Secret
patient.
attacker side. Jesse Bash
Just
is
really
so
just
good
trying
at
to make
Sova.
them think that they weren't in
just
this
catches
area, especially where
Sugar Zero
Dubstep
in the
was.
smoke, gives Dubstep the ability to gain that space that he needs, and then finds the angle to cut Sugar Zero off behind Jen. And Laz, yes, he's able to take out the rotating Killjoy offside, but
No,
you
it's
know,
in your
Jeremy
water.
there trying to do a little bit of lurking through mid, and Laz is able to just kind of find the
Yeah,
right
don't
timing
miss
to get
those
behind
days,
him.
I'm not
But
gonna lie to you.
Laz with such a late rotation,
Okay,
At that point,
in terms of the eco,
defenses
just
were
like
already
straight
crumbling.
up
They're just gonna
eco,
gamble
no
stack over
nothing,
towards B, and
no nothing crazy brought up into this in terms of
Continue
guns,
here.
and they just 5-person
They're
walk
very,
over
very
towards B.
simple.
In return, we
Go
head over
A.
towards A.
There's no other letters in
They
the
got a lot of
alphabet,
choice in terms of who
Helios,
they
just
want
A.
to
That's all
plant.
Team
Looks like
Secret
Envy's going to
knows.
plant closest to his ult, and maybe they
Thanks
let
over
him
to Haven as
hunt a
well,
little
as we've seen in
bit.
the past.
Don't know how this one's
Exactly,
going to go
yeah,
down.
that's
I'm
what-
pretty sure Depp
That
just
one
had a
site.
lot of them.
Borkum making some noise here. Jesse Vash not wanting to be in that forward position, realizes
Sorry,
it could be a pretty quick
Jesse
punish,
had
they
a
could
lot of
just
them.
blind check him through the box, opts to just go ahead and pull away. Zeta waiting for their setup here. Want to be able to clear out the door before they strike, but obviously time dwindling. So this is just going to result in a save in quotations, a death to the spike, I should say. And they have to get going soon. Going their way forward, it seems like, yep, spike execution is going to be the preferred method. As Dart goes into the corner looking for Depp, swing out. They'll be able to find that. Jeremy out in mid. Comes
That's
away with a
fine,
nice little headshot,
because that
the
means
rest
that
of Zeta
Jesse
go
actually
down to
gets the
spike.
gun. Because at one point I thought they were going to be saving a ghost.
Yeah, and that's
So he
Iron
actually picks
Chat
up the
block
gun there. It
comments
doesn't really
from the
matter
chat.
too much with that kill. So
Question
it was
mark,
nice they didn't give him too
question
many
mark,
orbs into
question
that
mark,
one. Didn't want them to have
What
any
are they
orbs.
doing?
I'm not even gonna bother explaining it at this point. And Depp able at least able to get one kill out of that. That's not bad for what it is for Zeta. So I'm glad you're just dunking on chat right away. Just,
I mean, he's
All right.
get him fired up.
He's just so predictable.
All
Either
right, all
way.
right.
Let's see what
First
Secret
big buy
does
round.
this
Important
time
round.
around.
Obviously money's
Triple stack
out of
onto
control
Ace in
because
case
Team
they end up doing
Secret
the predictable thing and going over there once
only had
more.
one def into that, and they managed to
Going
pick up the
into
gun.
bonus.
Three
Still
passing.
quite a bit of firepower here. Only 2
This
Spectres
is a
on the
lot
side of Secret.
slower
Other
than
players, they still
how
have those rifles,
the
Phantoms and
oh, it's nice.
Bulldogs.
But this
And
is
how
a
the
deep knife from
Genji
Crow that went into Gelato. Didn't catch
Then
anybody.
how the
and
Genji
he's peeling off of this.
game
This is
went.
a great time for Team Secret to make a hit.
Cage down. Flash through. Here's them pushing in. Wire going to be cleared on the one side. Guns down one. Looks to try to stabilize and get dubstep. Can't quite do it. Sugar Zero now in a
Man,
rough spot.
Dubstep's playing
TP's
really
his
well
way
at the
back into
moment.
hell, but he's not deep enough. Jesse Bash able to see him. Ends up taking him out. The updraft to get the opposite side to be able to shut the door. Boombot noting Jeremy. Now they know his position. Depp has some cover, so that Nano Swarm not going to find any value. Gun barrel spotted.
It's a huge 3-3.
1-3-4 Gen, one planted the spike.
I like the
Looks
round the
it's gonna be held.
world from Jeremy here as well. Creates
Very
pressure over
strong
towards
idea, the
short
position
and then
just
round
about
the world, so
everyone.
they think that he's going to be short
Jump
still.
over the top. Oh, it's right at Dubstep's feet.
Pretty good.
49, swinging it through. Depp finding
Still
one.
got that surprise element
Jesse
going for
Bash,
them.
Jeremy now wide swinging out from main, trying to gun
No
them down.
longer a
trying to
surprise.
bring this
Okay,
one
nicely
back.
handled from
Can't
Zeta
do
though.
it.
That was good.
Decent value finding 2 of these weapons.
Enough damage done
for
to make
Team
this
Secret, but they cannot convert.
a big round though.
Be a 1-2 scoreline.
Well, this is really on the back of just some good positioning and some good gunplay from Zeta. Laz able to kind of catch the forward entry here a bit off guard. But they're able to display Sugar Zero. Again, a good recognition of what the movement of Zeta would be off of just a 0 point. So it's good, smart stuff here from Team Secret, even though they don't come through with it. Depp had a couple weird utility things going on there. The Owl Drone doesn't dart anybody, and then he sends a recon dart that doesn't get into sight. But they're still able to get it done with their guns
Missed the
regardless.
C9 Lev game, bro.
Strong firepower from Zeta is going to get
It
him
was a
over the line in that
wild
round,
game.
but going forward,
How enough did C9
a lot of
lose?
damage done to Dubstep as he tried to take a little bit of a peek into mid.
Mate, there was just spaghetti all over the floor, man.
Defenses are weak here on the B site. Yeah, you've got the Cypher
Spaghetti
utility.
all over the floor.
you a little
They're
extra time for
melting,
rotations, but
crumbling.
The
Crumbs
spike
on the
is way
floor,
back
whatever
in
you want to
spawn,
say,
so
man.
seem like
It
it's
was
much of a commit just yet from Team Secret, and they're just gonna clear the
that.
Cypher
Do
utility.
you know what the crazy one is? The Haven. Go watch the Haven, dudes. Go watch the Haven.
Being slowed down here. Dubstep being this weak does hurt the entry power. And just staying flush against the wall.
This
Camera
is
is just on the outskirts as well.
one and done position unless he's got a great blast pack to get out.
Just got the one to play off of. Swings in.
This is
And
interesting
it's
because
gonna
now
have
the
to use it,
site's
trying to make
easy
it
to
sexy.
hit
Dubstep
though.
on the rush, but 10 able to
I
gun him
say as
down.
they all go down
Just
probably.
Far too low to try to survive that exchange. Fragment to try and delay. Wrap around here from Crow, but Borkum will find them all the same. Just playing out from Switch, pushes down to that back ramp. Just 10 as well. Drone now out, Depp
30 seconds left.
within the smoke, swings out.
Oh,
Bash is
nicely
not
done.
ready for it.
Down B.
Gets taken down.
This is doable.
Kill found, but now
1v3, 20
do a
seconds left.
1v2.
What's the crossfire like? This is
Depp
great
slow
off
as
the
he is.
contact.
Jeremy, if you could
The
find
swing's
him, he goes
kind
for
of
the wall
low
bank check.
though, so there's a.
She almost does.
My goodness.
It would bring it into parity, but instead he's just going to take
Okay.
it down to Sugar Zero's
Holy
ready
hell,
on
that
that
one
flank
got a
angle.
little bit closer
Away
than
by
that. Okay.
market, 2-2, we are
Nicely
tied
done
up.
from Zeta though, and I
And
think that's
just
enough to
barely
break
able
the
to keep
economy,
this
and we're
push
gonna
at
get
bay.
gonna
I
get
don't mind
Nico into
Dubstep
this
trying
one.
to
So
punish it, of course, with the
all the best
utility
on times
landing
winning the pistol, but honestly
onto
the buy
10
rounds have
there.
been pretty nice from them.
No, he's able to just barely get out.
Did
the
I say the
flash.
yay clip?
Didn't
Nah,
really
what's
fully
yay done
catch him,
now?
though, so
What's
Ben's
he
able to
saying
react
now?
Pretty nicely. Borkum picking up a great double. Smoke coming down right in front of the face of his opponent, able to get the kill. Turret tries to check, and Sugar Zero just going to hold the line. So Zeta able to find a huge second round win after what looked like it might
Said
be
he
a
would
little
play
bit
in franchising for league
difficult.
minimum. Yeah,
We got a
I'm very
Bucky for
sure he
Jesse,
was.
Stinger for Borkum.
That's
Wilson
sarcasm for
Sheriffs
people that
otherwise,
don't know how to
Bladestorm for
detect
Dubstep.
it.
It's going to be there. He also seems to be carrying the spike right now. This is pretty wild. Gets taken out of there. There you go.
Okay, all I'm saying to that is, like, straight up prove it. Like, that would actually be great for the game. Straight up prove it. Join a team. Release your contract. Show everyone.
Maybe expecting some kind of push
Do
here
it.
towards A. Sugar Zero
Don't just say that stuff. Go do it.
Keep Jesse
It's actually great for the
Borkum
game
at
if you do
bay.
that, to be honest with you, because
Quick reactions.
salaries are
Oh,
inflated
snap.
as hell.
A glance at each other there for a brief little moment before they both pull away. Paranoia crashes in, close angle, Dubstep, right click takes him down. 10 though, looking to hold the door, finds 2, but then traded out. Jeremy, Sheriff gets that headshot to connect. Sugar Zero holding down main, knows that Jeremy's on the approach, but he's
Mate,
recovered
it's
a Vandal
so
and is able to
good,
win out the
though.
fight. So again, a bloody brawl. Jeremy left on his lonesome, shock dart forward, not going to be able to find the kill.
Does he dare lock down?
Surely not.
Not with the Hunter's Fury there too.
Oh, Ping's dead.
Okay, nicely handled. I'm
Quick
enjoying
cleanup.
this defense half at the moment. This is
Allowing
looking
him
good.
to really get into any kind of post plant setup, whatever one he could possibly imagine, and shut it down. Zeta now switching 3 in a row, take themselves up into the lead, 3-2.
Yeah, Zeta's doing a good job here absorbing this contact early. I mean, yeah, it's an eco round, but still kind of expecting an A hit, able to set up traps at both doors. 10 good for 2, holds it down, but the spray's just a little bit off kilter. Sugar Zero good for another couple himself, and then a great use of that camera to make sure that Jeremy has no hope of moving into a trickier position. And there you go, Zeta able to find 3. Now Hunter's Fury, now Laz's Neural Theft there. Both Omens sitting on their TPs. Jeremy with the lockdown.
Straight up.
That hard
Okay.
counter
I was
in the
gonna
Hunter's
say that's
Fury.
kind of interesting.
Probably looking to see if they can maybe eliminate
To be
that
fair, though,
first, and see
If
they
I
can
was
lock them down or
if I was Yay,
sort of play
I
the
would probably
tic-tac-toe
take
game of
minimum as
lock
well,
down
but then I would
Hunter's
ask for
Fury
like 20% of the skin
Oh,
revenue.
Instead, it's a 5
Then
man
that just
stack
makes
here
up
at
for
A,
it.
and the defense is
So
on
honestly,
site.
it probably
For Zeta,
probably
but
is that,
immediately
and then
after
there's
that
just a
outro
clause
comes
where
out,
it's like, but I get literally
from
all the
Sugar
skin
Zero.
revenue.
Still, Team Secret not super afraid
So
just
yeah,
yet. Dubstep,
I mean, he
Dubstep
could
was
he could have a good
contact, but able to get
way
through the
around
jet.
that.
Need to cut off main. Hunter's Fury now coming through.
Retake fast with this all,
Disrupt on
or
this
we just try and do
approach.
damage?
Charge Ascent. Looks like a tag, maybe out onto NB. Either way, took a bunch of damage now. Replying Hunter's
Oh my
Fury.
goodness.
Gonna be sent by Jesse Bash. Last, however, finding 1.
There
Jeremy
is
taken
so
down,
many
Borkum
people
brings
here
it
for the
back.
flood though.
Dubstep trying
Yeah,
to
and the
flush out
smoke
10,
from
but
doors
only gets a
gone
couple
'cause it took
shoulders
so
in,
long.
A couple shots into his shoulder. Spike now stranded here in the archway.
I don't think
Actually,
this
El
slow
Captain pushing
style
forward. Swings in, finds
supports
one, but then arrives from
how
heaven once more.
Secret like to play
To take
this
him down.
one. I wouldn't be
4-2.
surprised if we see a
Lead
timeout
will
and
be
they start
maintained
going
and
way
stretched.
faster.
Zeta moving ahead.
I don't know.
Again,
I
Zeta's
don't know if
just
they're
doing
going
a
slow
really good
because of
job
this, or because of like
to
game
some
plan
of the
last time
early
they
pressure
started
that Team
going really
Secret,
slow,
is showing,
and they're trying to like make it look
to
like
get
it
that
can be
lockdown
different.
into play. Even though the
But
Hunter's Fury doesn't connect again, it's
I
about
really
stymieing
think
stymieing
the slow style
hits
sort
of
suits
Team
Zeta
Secret
at the
point of
moment.
attack, whether it be at the
They're also
B main
over
door, the
rotating
A
like
main door,
hell.
or at tree. Like, they're doing a really good job of making sure that those pressure points are really under control. So now as Team Secret, I'd like to see some commitment of utility around those corners potentially to make sure they're clear. And then that time, just, you know, with that Hunter's Fury, nobody's really able to get there to back up Dubstep. So that's a really good plan here by the side of Zeta to kind of shut down these hits of Secret.
It feels like Warbirds kind of has these timeouts down to a T as far as like when he wants to call it, because it's the same thing that we saw on Fracture, a 4-2 scoreline, calls it, tries to pump the brakes, slow things down, get the guys back on the horse here.
Oh, Jesse Vash fan. Let's go.
I mean, could be just from this game, could be from many titles in the past. The guy has such a storied history as a pro player across multiple titles, being in multiple championships as well. Some of the biggest in the world. So unsurprising to see. He keeps going.
Look, if you're not a Jesse Vash fan, you're just wrong. You're just wrong.
I mean, if they can get it done. Just had Angel punch his ticket over. Have the Boomer Squad reunite.
That's right.
Over
Let's
in
go.
Los Angeles.
All right, eco for this one. We might not see the fast strats until next round, right? We might not see what the pause was actually for until literally the next round. So we'll have an eye on this one, and then the next round's going to be the one that kind of actually shows us what's going down. Tried to dash on the Sova doing the drone. It's a big kill. And they look really in control in this defense.
Fragment into the corner to flush him out into the open. Envy gone. It won't be a flawless, but right now it's looking like a damn near one.
Okay, that's great. I mean, the money now really builds up from this. 4 people as well. Like the other rounds have been relatively close. It's been like 2v1 sometimes, but this one's looking good.
Does it take for them to slow their roll?
Now we get to see. Do they do something fast? That's what I'd expect. It's kind of what Team Secret used to always do on this map, is just go a lot faster
Do not want to have to wait
than
nearly
maybe
as
other
long
teams we would see.
this time around.
Exactly. It's again, it's shutting down the point of attack here for Team Secret. This time Team Secret does invest a little bit more utility to try to clear that tree door. And I appreciate that, but still Zeta is just really good with their movement, with their own reactions. Fragment comes out to set up the follow-up. Crow here plays up close and personal.
Please split with this one.
That's
That's a nice. That's nice. Oh man, 3 people here and they're gonna get overwhelmed. You win a fast round like this, that's kind of okay. Emo. He did great though. Extra bit of damage, man. Look at the HPs. It would be a wild one, but it's actually doable. Ah, that's unlucky. Okay, if your Team Secret right now, you're looking at that, and you just beat a really good setup with 3 people over towards the site, I'm running something similar again. I'm either running something similar, or I'm just going fast from now on until the end of the game.
Ahead here of the Team Secret push, anticipating the B hit a bit, but it's just so fast through mid. There's no utility there that really is able to stymie, right? You don't have that Killjoy utility to really keep mid under control, and Warbirds with a great timeout call here saying, hey guys, they're giving us this space in mid, let's take it, let's abuse it. And they work it quite well. Now Envy's got the null command. You're one away from Dubstep's Blade Storm, but that's not super important just yet. Ping into Dubstep, has to clear out the cam dart.
Yeah, I don't know what everyone's doing. Chat, stop being weird. If you do some like weird, straight up, if you have some like I get the read, like if you support a team that's like from your country, etc. like that, that's cool. If you're doing some like weird Regency bias stuff, man, you're just a weirdo, bro. You need to go kind of explore the world and like learn the world. Like the region thing is just weird, man. Like I get supporting people from your own country, but like the hate on other regions just because they're not from your region, that's like an odd thing, man. It's a really odd thing.
Oh, into main. Laz again taking out Jesse Vash, but not before Depp does fall. It's the darts. Now
so let's try and keep it. Don't do this. Let's try and keep it on the game itself. It's a literal final. I don't care about people's tweets of people that don't play the game or that are out of the tournament.
It's such a good idea from Zeta, but that
like we're seeing such a big thing of people that get knocked out. They're just rage tweeting. Like we get it. They're still trying to like get clout, trying to be relevant, trying to explain their loss. They're angry. I get it.
Let's move on. Odin in this round, because if Depp standing behind that lockdown was able to spam with the Odin, it would have been a lot tougher for them to get in there. Unscathed as they did, get into this B site, get the plant down. Now they're starting to feel good, and now things start to get scary here. 4 rounds for Team Secret.
Instant vision strikers as well. Damn, that's nice. Okay, well, I guess if you're just getting X-Sect on, if you just X-Sect onto them, that's one way to work.
What in the hell? And that is certainly a call that Secret are not conditioned to expect whatsoever.
But you love to see those changes from Zeta. They've been dialing those up here in the LCQ from time to time. and they really changed the landscape of these rounds for them.
I mean, it's the kind of stuff that we were seeing them do during their wins in the regular season, but it was few and far in between when that was occurring. Jesse Bash with another Hunter's Fury, cutting
That ult is incredible, though. Kind of crazy that they used that ult into this round. But here we are.
They know that he's going to be on main side. It gets a little bit damage. He's spraying, trying to find out where the plant is, but now
Just trying to do damage, maybe because of the economy.
Will be stuck, or the defuse will be stuck because Jesse Bash can do no more.
Yeah, it did a little bit of damage. I mean, honestly, got 2 down. Okay, this is going to get into overground.
Team Secret for being able to string together 3 consecutively and get themselves up to 6 in this half at least.
Yeah, we've seen Crow flirting with the push out of B main previously in the other round. This round, he's able to get even deeper and finds 2 huge kills.
Yo, keep going for it.
Yeah.
You want to flirt with the B main push, dude? You got the Riz, go for it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Crow is the last couple games has got the Riz, so I say keep the confidence flowing. And they're right. They're right there again. They're doing it.
Oh my goodness.
They heard you.
Yeah, they're just doing it again and again.
Looking for this crunch
It's kind of sick.
in the lobby, but Envy.
Okay, it does get shut down though. They wanted to do the push over towards here, but then they had no like second protocol to actually get him out if they didn't get any kills early on. So although I like the strat and the strat worked early before, they kind of didn't carry on going through with it, and 10 just got left on an island straight up.
Thrown to check. Should have noticed the leg there of Dubstep, but aside from that, nothing else spotted.
You're putting a lot of pressure onto Laz here on the A site by himself. Gonna have to be really cagey off of this cam and these trap wires. Try to set his team up for success, and you still have the lurking Jeremy to potentially deal with, but with Depp and Crow over in B, this is gonna be tough, and Laz knows it. He's just out.
Start to clear the close util. The way in.
That timing's unlucky, bro. What the hell? Actually gonna get a good amount of rounds, which is kind of crazy considering. Said I had a pretty good start off losing the pistol.
We'll be able to take him down. Gets the follow up and the reset as Crow falls as well. Now it's all on depth. Breaks the window. You know where he's at.
A 6-6 might be pretty devastating. I'm not gonna lie.
Very well set up for the flawless
I don't know,
round, which
mate,
they will confirm. One more
Pacific Ascent is just wild to get so many attack rounds.
Yet another 7-5.
I can't work it out. They just got it down.
From Team Secret, really not getting fooled now by an aggressive push out. And 10, you're not a jet there, my friend. You don't have that easiest escape. Get out of that position. Stuck out there without that crunch being able to really be effective from the other side. I would have rather have seen just with that smoke coming down, just 10 just keep pushing in towards the bell tower, towards tiles, but instead here comes the Odin now from Jeremy to back off these B defenders, and in we go.
That flash on sight though, what the hell? Oh my god, he got 2 in reaction. It's a nice ult.
Bash and Envy both eliminated. Dubstep still quite
Still
unnoted
3 and 3 for this one.
10 is not expecting him to swing back around towards the market stairs. Dubstep now wanting to push the issue, swings in, oh, but a straight bullet to the face.
Everyone's
takes him down.
Crazy as hell right now.
Started into the close corner, Jeremy. Avoids getting hit by that one, but the spike has been planted.
How is this trip still up?
Coming in, the swing through. Last, take it down.
That's so insane that trip was still up there the whole time still.
Trying
oh.
Keep himself in a bit of a secretive position. Finds the first. That step gone, Crow. He's been a monster for them here. The turn
no way he got that. Big 1v2 as well.
Beautiful stuff here.
6 might be too many. I'm not gonna lie to you, but we'll see.
Another really solid round from Team Secret. 6-6 at the half. You gotta start to be concerned here for Zeta.
Strong
Very slow attacker side team at times.
That timeout was pretty good in the end. They managed to get a lot of rounds.
It was a lot of successful attacker rounds in a row for them, for both sides. Borkum's looking away. What a flick over.
Sent his attack side in Pacific. Yeah, it's odd.
Just in time.
I don't really know.
Get the finish. Get the win.
Zeta I like their defense.
Yeah, I mean, look, you
when
did better than a lot of
Zeta
teams
were good
do
against all the
Team
slow
Secret's
plays at the
side
beginning, though.
as Zeta.
I think the Team
enough?
Secret timeout does go a lot faster.
That's the real question. I mean, Depp and Dubstep. The Depp step.
The Depp step.
Thank you, Desk. I appreciate you guys dialing this one up.
I mean, it's so close together between them. Obviously, 2 more deaths here for the side of Dubstep, but when you're playing that entry, only being 2 separated from the guy who's playing the initiator, that can sit far back, use those Hunter's Furies to put up 2 of those
I
11
think
kills
Laz
that he
should
has.
chamber here too.
Is pretty good performance.
I mean,
here
like
from the side
maybe
of Dubstep,
eventually, but it's
who's had some scrutiny from time to time when it comes to him picking up
it's
this
hard
jet,
when
but
you
right
don't
now
have too
he's
much
looking
time
fired
to
up.
like prep and
Blades
practice.
that we saw from
Like,
him
they
on the
didn't have
A-site
too
just 2
much
rounds
time.
ago in particular.
And
Very
honestly,
clean
it was one of those
performance
things where I don't think their Ascent was
Yeah,
that
Dubstep
bad.
he's
Like,
been
they've
having a
been
really good
all of their Ascent
season.
games pretty much always go
Even
to
though I know
overtime. So
everybody's
like
gonna be, talking about
it
Envy, and rightly so,
was good enough.
with the performance he's been able to put up.
And then when in
Dubstep's
terms
still
of
very,
like,
very
it's like a
impactful for
priority
this
list, right? When you finish
doing
the
a
season,
great
you have a
job.
priority
A lot of
list of
Secret
right, what
fans out
maps do
there
we really need to
as
go
well
into?
today.
In terms of like this, like their
6-6
Ascent was
half.
still pretty good,
You
so
know,
it'd be
again,
like
I-
what, middle of the pack?
I worry about this
Like
attacker
probably
side,
not, maybe
or the
even
side
a
of
bit
Zeta,
lower in terms of
usually.
priority of what they needed to
But
fix.
Again,
So,
going back to that RQ match, once it kind of got
yeah, probably
rolling,
just
they were
didn't
able to
get
find a
around
ton
to
of
it,
success with
or
it.
like it doesn't look bad. That's the thing.
Really able to just be really patient, clear their
Like
corners
the
very nicely.
Cypher still looks good as well.
And doing a good job on the entries despite not being on a jet. So, we'll see.
keeping it close. The scary thing for me, if you're rooting for Zeta, is that if at any point Envy just starts nailing his shots, starts being that presence that he was yesterday, that could be concerning.
Ooh,
It's like
nice.
living on a fault line.
Yeah, once the ground starts shaking, there's not much you can do. It's just too
3-person
good, but
push.
Zeta's gonna take a lot of mid
B
spaces.
split
This is a
coming in.
complete
They got a heavy kill setup.
defense setup here off of this
Got a
turret.
lot of delay on
Amount
this.
of damage on the 10
Molly
though.
lane, Molly
Obviously no
stairs.
armor. Falls
This
low.
guy's got a shock as
Cross,
well.
Bash. Thinking about sending out that dart. Another tap here. They will
No
just look to
way.
push him back, but Jesse Bash is
Yeah, and they
holding down that
delayed
one,
so
ran away.
much for this
Does
triple
possibly
push.
can, does find
I'm
10.
worried for
Got
these
around the
guys.
back, Depp not registers
That
this
Omen
one.
flash was
Well,
incredible
now
as
they
well.
definitely know.
Honestly,
Did they
Depp
realize how
might
many
be in a
people are
pause
pushing
though.
up?
Yeah,
Depp gonna be
it is
good number 2,
unlucky.
but then Dubstep answers back 2 of his own, leaving Laz all on his lonesome and the spike stranded. Do they have a read on his position? With 3 players, you could definitely try to suss it out, and oh no. Breaking his wrist a bit there to get a bit of a high-low situated. It's a tap on the one, but yeah. Vash able to
really
finish
nicely
him
done.
off. Secret will win their
Double
third
pistol in
round
this, right?
of the series. Now take the lead once more here on Ascent.
That
This
helps.
is just another really good game
Pretty
plan
sure it's
here
3-1
from
in
Team
terms of
Secret,
pistols
giving
as
up the
well.
space with reason, doing a ton of damage to the side of Zeta on the entry with just the turret, and they're able to kind of just whittle
I was
10
asleep. I don't know.
down.
Maybe this ends early.
They
We'll
buy
have a
time,
little
buy
nap.
time, and it
Who knows,
causes
bro?
indecision in the side.
What
of
team do you
Zeta,
think will
and
pick
they
up
get
Mon
kinda
yet? I reckon
stuck
they'll
out
stay
there
and they'll
by the
just
switch. That
try
makes
and
it
get
pretty
better
easy
as
pickings,
a
and
team. They had a rough start to the
I don't think
season,
Team
remember?
Secret has lost a pistol on Ascent.
Yeah.
Is that like this year?
I feel like
Just
I
LCQ.
feel like it has to be just the LCQ, but we'll have to take a look back at it. But thank you, production, for laying that on us. Yeah, 100% pistol round win
Pistol
rate
score is
in
this.
the LCQ,
Jeez, still.
and they've been playing
This
it
on the
quite a
map.
bit.
In terms of the buy right now,
Gotta say, 100% on
looking
the
real
map,
good. We've got
entire
a
group
got
be
the judge out as well.
absolutely
I do
bonkers.
think the judge out on this run can be a little
that
bit
would be-
risky. Like I'm a big
That would
judge
be
fan,
something
but
else for sure. But still, even in
This one's a
LCQ,
little
I
bit
mean, this is
risky.
why they're so dominant on this map. They pose you so many problems,
Oh,
and they have such good reactions to stuff.
speaking of reactions, right before that other smoke blooms. Yeah, it's a frenzy at range, so the Dink not going to do too much there, but still puts Borkum down. Puts a fear into him as Sugar Zero just taking the challenge, swinging out here towards Garden, but ends up falling. Now it's going to be a cut back across over towards B.
dude,
As
they
Jeremy
overwhelm this guy.
pull away from main.
Get the judge.
Let's get
Get
tucked in.
close.
Over towards
This
Boathouse.
is
I thought maybe he was
so
gonna play close
winnable.
ramp, but still in a position to do
They have to
quite a
kill
bit
the
of
judge
spoiling
with
here
these
on this
two.
push. Step gets tagged lower and lower. Looks to hold the line with that Sheriff in hand, but now Dubstep will be able to shut him down. Now Jeremy swinging out. Isn't ready for the player behind, but
the
Maddox
flash.
goes fully blind.
The flash
Now
from
10
Envy as
footsteps
well
noted,
over
taken
the top
down.
here.
Only one kill
Devastating.
found. And Secret now
Nicely
move
done
up
in
to
the
8.
end.
Yeah, it's just great layers upon layers here for Team Secret. And it's the initial contact taken by Envy with the backup from Dubstep, just sort of luring Zeta around the corner in tree. You know, make him think that maybe they can catch Envy out on his own, but Dubstep's
I
waiting
think
there
they
with
should
the
bring
Guardian,
back
and then,
Champions
of course, the
2021
judge on
formats
backside,
and no
Jeremy
lower
just
bracket. No,
happy
that would be
to give up
awful
that
for everyone
space.
involved.
let the judge do its job.
It's bad enough that the
Now you
whole
gotta be
year's
worried
done
about that
by
judge over on this
August,
B
let alone
site with with
your
the spike on
year
this side,
being
3-man
decided by a
stack
single
over towards
limb.
A. Or the side of Zeta. Looks like they're attempting to set up some kind of fake, draw some attention over towards that A side. See if they can maybe just find something out of play. See if anybody from Team Secret is going to be trying to push towards mid. They are going to catch just a glimpse of Dubstep in that corner at Pizza. The response from Jesse is immediate with a recon dart of his own. 10 grabs an orb and this is the Zeta we know and love.
I was just about to say the exact same thing. Slowing it all down to a crawl.
Yeah, and I think honestly this might suit the defense. I don't know when or if we're ever going to get info, but
given that A is not really occupied.
At one point they're going to probably get info middle and then pivot, because I don't think this is going to change.
That's just, it's buying even more time. I mean, nobody's really rotating.
So that's doing the most perfect thing at the moment, though, in terms of we look at the mini-map, A is weak, they can hit A. It's the only place where there wasn't like some kind of trip setup.
Correct.
Ooh, trap play off the in front. That's nice, though. We've got a judge to retake this, so we can go heavy onto Heaven.
Top of Heaven. Jeremy spamming through with that Guardian.
Still no plan yet.
See if he can tag anybody. Push comes in. Bash trying to lead the charge with that Sheriff, but ends up getting cut down as 10 finds himself.
It's just a bonus, though. That's why it's looking a little bit
for 10 at the end of it all. For Zeta to go ahead
a little bit
on the board in this half. One more
rank-esque, I guess. That was not nice to watch.
Now you got to be worried
Nice shots,
about
obviously, on site, but there was no util or anything like this.
Available. 10 doing a great job here. A little bit of an early stumble.
It's a great start for him.
Even unlocked another paint shells, but gets hit by the 0 points.
Gets the last kill as well. Okay, so he has ult now. Oh, that's actually huge. It's a good passing for to get all the ecos first. So we have op, we have ult out as well, and in terms of the money, it's going to reset them. So you want to see this ult into this round. They just go for a fast B overwhelm. I kind of like this as well. They go aggro over towards here, straight in. We've got a recon that's going to land on this tree, clears all the lane. And he might catch the Sova when the Sova runs in towards the site here. Depends how long he feels comfortable staying.
Still just sat here, and if he ends up getting caught on that cross, that could be catastrophic. But no, he
missed the timing. Yeah,
through.
I'm not entirely sure what the timing was on that, but missed the timing, and Zeta might have done the most perfect thing in terms of the call again. Oh boy, he has a Bucky. That trip is so strong, by the way. Like, look how strong this trip is. How are you meant to break this from door?
No other util to try to escort him forward. They are onto the dart, still going to be pinged. Decides instead of trying to push down into the smoke, but then he just gives line of sight over to Jeremy, so Jeremy gets the kill. That pulls away back into the site. Lad's going to be taken down. Flashes over the top.
You can just kill the Cypher, I guess.
Around the side. Ends up coming up with 3 quick kills. Now
Jesse's just running in, killing everyone. They made that look that easy. Oh man, I really think, I mean, this guy kind of needed to hold strong, but I think he just thought that some kind of util was going to flush him out.
Absolutely beautiful.
I don't know how,
Secret.
I don't know how Jesse just made this look this easy.
For Zeta to get impatient. They wait out the showstopper. They wait out the Bucky. They clear Laz instantly from that trapped corner. And the paranoia escort, even though it doesn't hit Laz, or excuse me, that's a smoke actually.
I mean, if he had hit that one on depth.
Yeah, no kidding.
Got him eventually, but man, that would have been such a fast one.
Fair play.
But it's just
kind of fell apart when the two people close didn't get anything.
Checking the right corners, clearing the angles. Yeah, Zeta's got to take a timeout, try to figure out something, because this is
they kept that wall clean as well. The money's really good. This is this one's looking pretty hard to come back from. But this is kind of how we expected it to go in terms of Fracture and Ascent anyway.
Uncontested, you know, where somebody from the side of Zeta's like hiding in a corner and it never gets noticed. Secret's just too good for that. So you got to be a little bit better here if you're Zeta, if you're going to keep this map in check. But it shouldn't surprise anybody that this is Team Secret dominating this map. This has been their map. This is the map that some of us definitely thought should be potentially banned away, depending on what the Pearl looks like for.
Do you think Chamber's in a state where it's viable for teams to perma pick him again? If you got someone good, then yeah.
No matter what.
Like if I had a Yay or like a Laz or something like that, I'm probably using it on every map to just make it work. It's just so good. But again, time is an issue with last chance qualifier. I mean, time's an issue always, but last chance qualifier, time's an issue. Even Ascent, I think it's the best. Again, I think it's the best agent in the game. I would make it work on every map. If I literally had Yay, I would make it work on every map, because it's too strong still.
Trying to clear it.
But I was a big believer that when they did the nerf, it was still pretty good, and everyone kind of overfought the nerf, in my opinion. But again, you have to have the right player for it, and then it got buffed. And I think the buff was an over buff personally. But
trying to catch somebody, and he does find Crow with the Hunter's
it's
Fury.
a big ult on this one as well in terms of the money. Money's in the bin. Gotta win this one. Wait, there's a big play from Laz. Kind of bold.
Now going to be so difficult if they had that direction. Big duel here for Laz.
When's the smoke go?
Kind of baiting him forward.
Do they both have to flick to this shot? Oh, okay. Oh my goodness.
It's all about who can steady themselves first, and it is going to be Jeremy. Void's taking any damage as well.
That one's crazy. What's up, Lofa? How we doing?
This util right up front, so that nano and alarm bot combo is still very much there.
You excited for the madness that's going to be EMEA final today? Is it 2v5? They make them to.
Bring this into a bit of a workable position, but
actually, I keep having these rounds where I start getting belief and then it gets shattered. But this one.
In B, swinging wide enough to actually spot him. Borkum also going to be going for that alley side approach.
Waiting for dubstep to come through. B main there.
Ark, thank you so much, bro. Ark with the 4 months. Thank you.
Smokes in.
Thank you so much for that, dude. With the prime, appreciate it. Thank you for the 4 months, man.
Still staring, still watching that mid access. Now here's the footsteps. Wings out, manages to find one. Paint shell's available, but now it's all on him, and he's got 73 HP. Oh no, the paint shell.
No,
he's full blind. He's
boss.
jumping out into the open, and dubstep.
Yeah, it's all going wrong on this one. It's all going wrong.
It's a series of unfortunate
Gunter as well. Hello, mate. How you doing?
We'll
Hope you're feeling alright these days, bro. Thank you for the 15 months as well, man. I do appreciate your support as well, dude.
Just a little bit off there, and Sugar Zero
Thank
not
you
able
so
to
much.
hold the line on
Thank you.
site. Kind of panics. 10. A little bit of a whoopsie there with the
grand final. Very excited to analyze a match with no stakes. Yeah, I mean, I think the seeding's gonna be more than these teams actually think, because I think it's gonna be. I think in terms of like it's 4 teams, 4 groups. So you got 4 teams, 4 groups, and everyone's gonna get grouped into everything. I think that the loser of the last chance qualifier is going to be in this group, and the person that comes second is going to be in the 3rd group. So honestly, I think it's pretty big for making a better group. So I think it's going to be one of those things where the odds, the actual stakes for EMEA feels a bit better, but no one kind of realizes it. I think it's going to be one of them, and that's kind of the issue when it doesn't get announced. You don't really know what you're playing for sometimes, and that's weird. It's always been a thing sometimes. Sonicless as well with the prime. Thank you so much for the 6 months. Unlucky on that one. The nade. It was a little bit unlucky. It happens. Yeah, and this map is unless something real wild happens, where it's kind of done on this. Just for fun as well. Thank you so much with the 2 as well, bringing you up to 166 just for fun. Thank you so much for everything with this week, bro. Really do appreciate you. Thank you.
Cutting them down here through crossfires and utility right out there outside.
I assume a logical outcome. That's very true. But I like to build myself up for disappointment, though. It's a good overwhelm. You got a gun on site here. This recon was perfect. Oh, this recon was perfect. Damn, bro. How many kills this guy's gonna get doing this?
Out into the open, has to be recovered. Picked up now by 10.
Oh.
They're on the trap.
At least MB's out here.
Flash out into the open behind the box, and Borkum will be able to bank.
They got one last buy round for this. I think they still have a timeout, so maybe worth doing that. I don't know what they need. Like, they could just try and go faster. I don't know what fast strats they have. B's been kind of being on lockdown. Jesse's kind of running them over towards here. It feels like A, they need to try, but yeah, it's looking like straight up.
Zeta could be so
Bit of a
indecisive,
diff
and they
on
could
this
just
map.
punish it.
Amped.
So now is Zeta.
Thank you so much. Fast gifted sub from you as well. Thank you so much. What Equilibrium 0902 Amped. Thank you so much for everything, dude. Thank you for all of the modding. Thank you for the gifted. Appreciate that.
It's just so tough here because you're scared.
Is this one for seeding? This one's big, bro. This one is lose. This one is lose everything,
you're
your whole
trying to
year's
work
done,
your way
or
through mid,
go
you're
to
given
champs,
that
and
space in the mid, you feel
it was
confident,
all worth it.
and then you can make your way into
The
B
dream's
site,
still
but it's just
alive.
cut down time after
Yeah,
time.
we're
You know,
talking about
Jesse will come in
EMEA
there,
where
keep
Fnatic's
tracking you with his utility, spot you
Fnatic's
out as you're trying to
bailing
make your
everyone
way
out.
in. Jeremy's doing a great job on that killjoy, just harassing and delaying. It's tough. It's tough for Zeta.
Well, it's an all-in moment. Final timeout called. All the cash being spent. Let's get everybody as much as they possibly can. Obviously, Depth, though, still just with that Guardian. We've seen
Does LCQ teams get to play group stage? Everyone plays group stage this year at champs.
So not even
None of this upper bracket
this is about
nonsense where people are through to playoffs. None of that. Everyone starts at the beginning. None of this heavy advantage stuff. It's actually lovely, I'm not gonna lie.
See if they can take the first step now. That lockdown still held on to. Borkum as well. Ultimate available.
Do you think C9 are making changes? Yeah.
What do they favor
Pretty
more?
confident.
Is it 10, getting 10, one away from a showstopper for the
Can't,
entry power or for the null command?
you can't crumble that many times. You can't there are too many chances, bro.
Based on what I'm seeing, so I think it's play for 10 for the orb, but you have this op. Dubstep wants this. He wants you to go for this orb.
To tuck into one. I don't think that. Oh.
Wait.
I don't think he's done this yet.
Wait.
Paint shell.
It's good.
Layered in. Double updraft. Forced out.
Great.
Wants to maintain this position.
Man, they don't even smoke to help him. They just want to duel it.
Just simply teleport his way out to safety.
I can't believe they hold on to this so strong. I'm so impressed with that. Most other teams are smoking this. This guy's trying to get out. They hold strong over towards this area. That's impressive. Viz47, thank you so much, mate. Moffy04, welcome. Thank you so much for that, Viz. Appreciate you. Flash is decent. Not for this guy though, so a little bit earlier than the other guy.
Oh, this boat's TP though.
Sugar0 does get himself tucked in.
Man, this reaction from middle is just so good right now. They're really taking some chances.
Hot on their heels. Look at the chase coming in. Gets the ping reveal onto one. Laz now.
No, he didn't see his hat.
I don't think he registered that Laz was right in front of him. Given the trap set up, the drop down might have it now. Yep, setting out the Hunter's Fury. Borkum swinging through. Laz already dealt with. Jeremy finds the kill. Lockdown destroyed. Sugar0.
Maybe a Sugar Hero round.
Finds the first of many necessary kills.
Okay.
Yep as well. Playing out of B main. Takes down NB. Now Jeremy gone. The op on the flank. Borkum finds the kill first. A 2v2. Pro and Sugar0. To try to hold the line and keep Zeta afloat. Swing out, spots him. The swing down. Borkum gets the kill. Chrono, last one left. Time dwindling. Spots the jet. He's in. He's holding. He's trying to get at the half. He doesn't want to push into the smoke. Knows that the cloudburst is going to expire, and Crow will be good for
Nicely
it.
done. Honestly, the 3v5 here was pretty impressive. Pretty impressive.
But the spike is going to erupt, and Crow, having not run away from it even a little bit, ends up dying, so they lose all of their guns.
Chat, stop talking about drama, man. I don't care about it.
Zeta with the way they played this round, and I still will, but you shouldn't be doing that at the end of this round. Every inch matters. Every credit matters at this point for Zeta. So, okay, you get the round. That's great. But like the way they play this round, it's a little bit of a fake towards A, right? And that baits enough time out that they're able to get past that sort of barrier with the ult as well from Sugar0 into boats. To identify that that was clear, to get a plant down, get a post plant set up for one time, and dubstep.
You're risky. You go back for another. Oi, that flash though. I was gonna say you go back for another swing, but with the flash on top of this, nade in the corner as well. This is they got some. They just dominate A main. Like this is sick.
Can't get the punish. There's no damage taken here from the secret members. That's just swinging through, and it looks like it's just gonna be a full commit now into A. Laz is just stuck on an island now. Cages are all used. Borkum gives him a bit of an opportunity, sending down that smoke, saying, go ahead, cross.
Well, there's just no way with the utility that they have left that it's going to be easy to get this execute to happen. At this point, I'd like to see them spread the map a little bit. Maybe see if they can isolate a player, find a pick. See if they can get that neural theft to go so they can maybe make a bit of a better decision. But again, all you have is one flash, a fragment, and a knife. That's it to make this happen.
0 point on the close wall as well. Stop them.
Gotta enter into the site. We got the flash recon. The flash hits all of them. The recon goes in. Oh dear God! What are you meant to do against that?
Crow and Depp responding one apiece. Depp gets himself another one.
Whoa,
Crow
you meant
as
to
well
do that?
brings it somehow to a
There's
1v1.
no way in
Jeremy's
hell
able
they
to sell
managed to get this to a
Matt.
1-on-1. This is one of the most
Somehow, some way, there's a way for
unlosable
Zeta to
rounds
actually clutch this one
that
out.
I've ever seen, and
Denies
there's a
Secret
chance
up
the
to that
Team
map
Secret
point.
lose it.
Fragment, a flash at the ready. He shifts back. He gets himself tucked away into hell. Jeremy, having no idea what his position's going to be, drops down and Crow gets it done. The triple in the clutch, the chaos.
I can't-
Somehow.
I have no words
Now
for
move
that
up
one.
to 9.
That was yeah.
I don't even understand that. I thought Zeta was just done. They're all standing in one Omen smoke.
And we're paranoid.
And we're paranoid.
Finley the Caterpillar.
Again, they're just getting sprayed down. And then Borkum walks into it though. And then they kind of give him a little bit of an opportunity. The crossfire's good, but
There's
again,
no
Zeta
way.
can win these
It's
rounds
a
solely
it's a
on their
2v
tremendous
well, it's a
reactions to gunplay.
3v5.
They
It's a
do
3v5. The choke point
They're
gets
so
smoked off.
talented individually.
Then they start doing the caterpillar
they can
smokes to walk out.
Kinda just
Then they
gunfight
all
their
get
way
hit
out of
by
bad
the
situations,
they all
and
get
that's what
hit
they
by the
did.
Omen flash.
Crow, last man
Then there's a
standing,
recon
twice now in
that
a
goes
row
here,
to
so
be
they
able
can't go
get
to the
the
left.
win.
And then someone's gone behind them.
that.
So they're literally a crossfire
clutches
from
in a row
every
there
single
for Crow.
angle. And somehow these three win.
Warbirds clearly not
That's
happy
wild.
about that one. Does use the final timeout of the map for both squads. Just try to get that 12th round locked in. Give themselves at least
These
a
2
little
rounds
bit of
that they've
breathing room to
lost.
say, okay, at the very least.
These 2 rounds that
there's
they've
that
lost
overtime,
have
should they
been
continue to run
ridiculous.
back.
Dude, if I'm Zeta right now,
this
I'm
guy's been here
fully
every
believing
day.
because
He is just our biggest fan.
He's
Look,
got the Squid Game suit signed by so many players as well. Brought to you by Red Bull.
Yeah,
I'm fully believing after what
love
I've
the
seen.
energy. All right, Dubstep
Because-
does have the Blade Storm.
And they forced them down to an eco. We got knives though, so you got to be
Flash
scary.
and
Got knives
dash
and you
or
got to
something like
judge,
that, but
so
it looks like
it's
they're
all
just gonna
pretty
play it
scary.
safe off the beginning. He's gonna pop the blades, but it looks like he wants to go up and over.
Oh, yeah,
If
he's
there's
going to
any
be checking this
contact,
window at one point.
off of Envy towards B main, but right now Zeta more of a defensive posture, cautious and steady as always. For Zeta here, Cam gonna be right outside of Envy's door. When the pings come down, they know he's there. They know the Cam's there. Now this judge, will this be dealt with by Zeta? Boombot to start,
Oh,
but wisely here. Jeremy's
Can he dodge
backing up
this?
a little bit.
Pens looking for the entry, sends out the showstopper. Jeremy now looking
Okay, they know the
try to
judge is
hold
it.
the line. Jumps the corner, Judge finds one, Laz replies back. The showstopper only cleared out the turret there. Welcome now just backing away. Full rotation over
I
towards
talked
A
about the
side.
judge before the
Zeta,
Vandal,
do they
but
pivot from
judge is
here, or do
better.
they try to push
Obviously.
forward? Maybe now that they will actually identify everybody's positions, they might go for it, but somehow Dubstep gets a headshot on the dab.
What? What the
What
hell? We're using
monsters hit.
we're using everything
Now a
into this
3v3
round, by the way.
weapons.
It's the
Picked
eco.
up, two
It's the
vandals in the
what
hands
the
of
hell was
Envy
said in
and
this
Jesse
timeout?
Bash.
It's the eco round against the.
TP.
Oh, we're actually using every
through, and that's the
single
arrival
ult. It's a 3-on-3.
there
We
into
just missed the
boats.
skill as well. This is wild.
Plants on the opposite side of the boxes.
They used every
Situation.
ult into the
Lots of
eco,
covered fire, and now
and they
very
lost
much
2
know. Dart goes
3v5s.
forward. They look to flush him out. The swing onto the corner. The flash timing is good. Envy finds 10. Laz, however, now replacing Borkum, taking his position here in boats. Thought maybe he had the swing timing there on the Envy as we cut away, but no, he does not.
Oh man, Laz has to
He
ace.
can bang through the box, but Dart doesn't go
Damn,
deep
again,
enough, but it
nicely
doesn't
done.
matter.
Well, let's not question the
They
ult when
draw
that
it
goes
back.
down, but honestly, we should be
And that is
because
the
it was
effect of
crazy.
Thrifty coming through from the side of Secret to
It
take it
ends,
up 12.
ends up being a big round.
And it's this
Holy hell, that one got
indecisiveness from
close.
Zeta that
If
really
Zeta
kills
win
them
that
here.
round,
They get caught up inside a tree.
man,
yeah,
I
it's
was
a
I was
trade
getting
1-for-1.
C9 flashbacks. I really
But
was.
Jesse Bash lets loose with a Hunter's Fury from the back, from the stairs.
Getting C9 Haven
Back of A.
flashbacks.
That kills everything.
Yeah, exactly, and that right there just slows your momentum. And then Borkum makes a beautiful TP to create a flank angle. And then it's Zeta scrambling to try to deal
That
with
is
it.
a
and the
nerve-wracking
gunplay's
round, so
really
I'm not
good for
gonna
Team
lie.
Secret as well.
The coach there must have
So
been scared because
if
that was
Zeta just
so all
rotates
in
right away,
on an
spreads out
eco. It
again
was
after the
crazy.
contact that they take, where
They
they're
popped
seeing all
the
this
ult
utility, all
before
this
the judge kill as
resistance to
well.
their movement.
It's 3 would have been
It's
down to
probably a
2,
bit of a
then we got
different
the full by ult.
Better
Yeah, man.
just
Damn, bro.
10 swinging into tree a little bit deeper. Only saw the turret.
Big
sent
round.
it,
Oh, this is
expecting
gonna be
there
nice
maybe
though.
some
Crunch over
stacked
towards
on top
middle
of
as
Depth.
well. Omen
Big
Flash
time,
got a
no
lot.
finisher by
Middle
Jeremy,
dude's
but
gonna
Dubstep
clean
is
up.
just
That
cleaning
Omen
up
Flash was
house.
incredible.
He wants this map over. He wants to go
Oh.
to split. Finds 3 last, finally able to shut him down, but the advantage that Dubstep has provided. Surely it's insurmountable. Sugar Zero and top mid at range. Just the stinger in hand, swaps to the Classic for this very reason. But still is wary about the approach through Gelato. Somebody pushing on that flank. Laz, like ships in the night, will drift past the opposing IGL of Jesse Vash, who's now watching from behind, ready for this backstab to come through.
And any utility used to check is going to get you killed.
There it is. Leaving now just Sugar Zero, the pop flash, the push out.
Okay,
they are good for it. 13-9 here in
Boys,
map
we'll
number
go
2. We have a series on our hands.
We'll go close.
No 3-0s
It was
here today.
it was like it was looking crazy one-sided. Then we sprinkled in those 2 rounds, and it was all to play for. It really was. That was pretty cool, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Somebody was dancing in our stairway.
What's the coach writing after that
he's
round?
still going.
I
He's still
don't
doing
know, man.
it. Yeah, you can see him back there.
After
guy's
that
hyped. The
round,
Secret
I'm probably
fans are hyped.
thanking.
And they
I'm not a
should be.
religious
And
man,
this
but I'm
has
probably
been Secret
thanking
fans
God.
still
Probably
undefeated
just
on
writing
it.
down, thank God.
Unbelievable.